Hey there, Twisted Sage here, VirgomOOn. You see it's sextiling the sun in Cancer. Got haziness. Yesterday we had some rain here in the White Mountains. Alright, time moves so swift. So I guess back on some synchronicity. So yeah, the other day, hitchhikers, well, I had, okay, let's see. Today's Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday morning, I was supposed to go to a funeral. So now I've been staying over here in Clay Springs with my son's side of the family. There's my family too. But, well, if you know anything about the White Mountains, there's always ongoing joke about Clay Springs, but I won't go there. Anyways, so it's 70 miles away from where I just had to depart from in Eager. And one of the major reasons I moved there was for a woman I fell for. Things just came together magically. And not so much my son, but trying to be there for my mom. I wasn't available enough for her. I guess you might break it down that way. So she left me for someone else, someone she'd known for a long time. Well, we were only together about, it was under a year, 9 months, but I don't know, when I fall deep. In fact, she's really only the third significant relationship I have been in 37 years. Not that I haven't had serious love infatuations with others, but only 3 really became my true partner, I guess you might say. And as short as hers was very special to me. But anyway, so the funerals I was supposed to go to was for the guy she left me for. And I had no animosities. I always take ownership in there was some end that I wasn't fulfilling. So, and things change. Never, you know, we want to hold on to certain situations, especially if they're good ones. But life's ever changing. So, anyways, I figured, okay, I'll go and I'll show my support. Well, geographically, I'm 20 minutes outside of the nearest hub of a town or city. And so I'm about halfway into town, trying to make it on time to this funeral service, and boom, my truck shuts down. Pull over to the side of the road. I experienced what I felt to be a similar issue with my other Dodge. Actually, the van, when I first got it, if you let it cool down, it'll start back up. Did that. Made it maybe another 3, 4, 5 miles down the road. Boom, it shuts down again. I go ahead and text my ex. I said, hey, the first thing that had come to me intuitionally when it shut down the first time, I was like, oh, well, maybe he doesn't want me out of service. So then when the second breakdown, I text her, hey, I was on my way, but I'm having truck issues. I don't know, maybe I didn't need to say that. It does this 2 more times before I get to Napa Auto Parts. They go and send me over to this mechanic. I'm like, I don't got money for a mechanic. Luckily, I followed that advice, and So being my shit box is a older 1995 Dodge Dakota, which best $1,000 I might have ever spent. 5 years running now. But you know, he of course is troubleshooting for me, and he has me just take my gas cap off. So the other day when I took that hitchhiker on down to Oracle, which is about 4 hours away from where I'm at, but it's a huge elevation dip. So I went down in elevation and then right back up in elevation. So because it's an older vehicle, he said just buy a new gas cap. So, but what it had done is it created a vapor lock. So on one hand, you got this scientifical situation, but I see it as spirit intervening. Whether that be the fella, his spirit not wanting me there, or perhaps my spirit guides telling me, no, it's not your karma. You know what I mean? Because why would the timing be such? I had a couple, so maybe a year and a half ago, some psychics, intuitive people I met through my ex. I wanted to take my mom over to him, and we were living here in Clay Springs, and we're on my way because I had a reading the year or 6 months prior, and I'm like, yeah, my mom's, you know, all spiritual and stuff. Let's see what, I guess I was intrigued to see what maybe her reading would bring. And boom, like my radiator blows. So I don't know, I'm just putting together the synchronicities, and when I don't know, when I eventually got over to them, it was more the no, I needed the reading more than she did. But hey, life's a journey. You're not always going to enjoy it, but Schoolhouse Earth classes in session. You know, on the other note, actually, so I'm a huge Raider fan, football, NFL. That's slightly tapered in recent years. I'm not trying to sidetrack too much, but everything speaks to you. Now, Spirit's going to speak to you in your language, or what's significant to you, how great your awareness is. So when I finally get going, dude was a big Bronco fan that passed on. And when I finally get going up that hill, this car, he didn't cut me off, but he saw his opportunity to squeeze into the space, and boom, big old Bronco emblem on the back. I'm like, And then, so after I get my truck working, decide to go with Spirit doesn't want me there. I decide to go to Ross and get a new pair of socks. So my living situation is still a mess, put it simply. I mean, as far as my organization of belongings is a huge mess. And so I go to Ross, go get a brand new pair of socks, and I'm coming back out, and dude's, the vehicle, like the exact same color and style of vehicle that the dude drives, was parked almost completely behind me, off in the parking lot, with a trailer